Today's podcast is brought to you by Inverted Gear. For all your jiu-jitsu needs, go to invertedgear.com. Save 15% off if you type in the coupon code ShowTheArt15 with no spaces. Our next sponsor is Chimera Coffee. That's Chimera Coffee with a K. They are a coffee brand that infused their coffee with nootropics. If you don't know what nootropics are, Google it. They can do a much better job at explaining it than I can. Go to chimeracoffee.com, type in the coupon code ShowTheArt for a nice little discount. Enjoy. Nelson, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on. Part 2, right?
I think it's like part 3 or 4, man. We've been trying to get this done since you guys started.
Dios mío.
Are we going to ask some of the same questions from before?
Well, we can because no one heard the last one.
True.
Are we going to run it back?
We had some technical difficulties, but we'll go on the fly, man, like we always do.
Hey, man.
Nelson, how's everything, man? Please tell us about you're wearing a BJJ Globetrotter shirt. You're one of their gold members. Please explain.
I think I'm getting frequent camper miles this year. I met Christian, who I guess was the last podcast you guys had on.
Yes.
September last year. Got along with the man. He invited me to come out to Europe to a camp, and then again and again. So I've been traveling quite a bit this year. So it's been fun. I think last month I was sleeping on my own bed for 5 nights out of the whole month.
Wow.
Yeah, and we were in Iceland, Greenland, and Italy.
What was your favorite?
Ooh, good question.
Amsterdam.
Yeah. No. I think Sardinia, because in Italy, we were in Sardinia. It was a very cool island.
Mm-hmm.
Sardinia was my favorite. Got to spend a lot of time there. Not just for the camp, but we also stayed an extra week and taught at a local school, Sardus BJJ in Oristano.
Okay.
And Oristano is a very cool town. I didn't even know. It's like middle of the wine region. So like delicious, amazing wine for like €1. So
the only reason why I've heard of Sardinia is from Anthony Bourdain's show.
Nice. Yes. I had actually one of my mom's friends' husband is from Sardinia. He always talked about it. So when I saw Christian having the camp there, I was like, ooh, I gotta go.
Perfect. Nice.
Yeah.
And how's the food in that part of the world?
Oh, Italian food is delicious. One of the things we were doing is because we stayed at an apartment and we were walking to class every day. It was like a half an hour, 20-minute walk to get to the school. On the way back home, we would go to like the local market and get fresh oysters.
Oof.
So we eating like fresh oysters every day, and then we walked like another block, and there was this lady that had a kumquat tree like right on the street.
Oh crap!
So we would like pull like 6 kumquats out of this tree, and then like that was my lunch every day.
Thieves.
Yeah, I was waiting for this lady to come out, start screaming at me in Italian, "Fora, fora!"
And that part of the world, they eat a lot of fresh food, right? Like they go grocery shopping kind of every day.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of fresh fruit. Like the town was cool because there was a lot of citrus trees like all over the town. So it was like one day we needed lemons, and we kind of just went a block over and picked some lemons.
Nice. Yeah, I know. Like when my dad's from Egypt, so when I go there to visit, that's what I noticed. They eat a lot of like. I mean, some people go to fast food. There's tons of it, but they get like fresh bread every morning, and their breakfast is very fresh.
We've been trying to do the keto thing, so I was trying to stay away from the bread, but we did try it.
You're a keto guy now?
I'm down as of this morning because I was 205 this morning. Okay. I officially lost 30 pounds.
This morning?
Not this morning, but
nice.
when the keto. So like between like I was injured at the end of last year, the holidays, I'm going to Austria for the Globetrotter winter camp, and Austrian food did not agree with me. And also I was drinking beer like I was going out of style. Stiegel was the name of like the local beer. Stiegel. I was drinking Stiegel like it was going out of style. So I came back home, my pants didn't fit. I was like 235. Nobody wanted to roll with me. Nobody wanted to roll with Fat Nelson. So I went keto.
So you went keto. How do you feel right now? Are you mentally clear?
I am so clear, bro.
I can see it in your eyes.
I can see it in my eyes. You can see like my blog so much better now. It's like less run-on sentences.
Hillary shaking her head like, no, not really. Nice. Are you following it like to the T? Because I know they say like once you kind of eat one thing off the keto diet, you're like completely out of it.
I can tell when I'm not like in ketosis or whatever.
Really?
But I don't stress about it. I'm like, okay, like
what do you feel when you're not in ketosis? As opposed to when you are in ketosis.
You're not as sharp. You definitely feel like a little foggy. Seriously.
So what if you're completely off the keto diet and you adjust to like a carb-rich diet?
Well, this is the thing. It's like now that I'm like before, I used to be hungry all the time, right? And now, like, once you get pretty good at, like, become, like, fat adapted or whatever, like, your body gets used to, like, feeding off fat.
Your body starts using ketones.
Yes. And we, like, once a week, we do, like, a 24-hour fast. Like, not eat, and, like, I feel fine. Like, when was it? When did we do the double session? Monday. We did a double session at Jared's. It was pretty intense, and we didn't eat at all.
Holy
and, like,
crap.
I got to, like, 2 pretty serious, like, jiu-jitsu sessions.
Okay. Because there's a lot of like controversy on that, where people are like, if you want to make gains in the gym, you gotta eat carbs, man.
Well, dude, I'm 205. I'm not trying to make any more gains.
Trying to make losses.
I'm trying to make some losses. I'm thinking going back to middle heavyweight if I compete again. I don't know, but
I would have to say, and I'm not saying this just because, but you are looking a little leaner.
Thank you.
Seriously,
Thank you.
his arms look a little leaner,
A little slimmer in the ankles.
yeah, a little slimmer on the ankles.
Nice.
That's
no more cankles.
Yeah, like, man, this is what I would say. If you want to try it, like, definitely give it a shot, and you just give it 30 days where, like, you're very strict about it, and then you can relax. But getting into it is like tough. You do get like the keto flu or whatever, and like you feel like shit. And when you're doing jiu-jitsu, like I hit the wall a few times.
Now
And it was a lot of turtle the first few weeks. There's a lot of 50-50 and turtling.
Eduardo Teles.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, close guard. Yeah, let's play close guard for a bit.
you still have a lot of energy, though, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you're not as energetic as you once could be.
I feel like I was like more energetic than before. There was a lot more napping involved before.
Do you think it's because now you're just not eating as much, so your body's not spending as much time digesting foods? You know
I mean,
what I'm
like,
saying?
I would eat pretty, like, even if I ate pretty clean before.
I'm not saying you eat like a savage.
No, I eat like a savage. That was the problem. Because I was training so much. I was doing like double sessions and doing all this stuff. And then last year I decided to take a year off and like not compete. Right. And just travel more. And like, I had like a couple injuries. And then I was like, oh, well, I'm not competing. I'm going to train less. And I was training like, one noon session, like one night session, something like that. Instead of doing like the double sessions I was doing. But I keep eating the same way. Because I'm a savage and I love food. And I gave up beer this year. Like that was like the last thing I was like, I would drink a lot of beer.
That's a big thing in diets, right?
So now like the other thing, I was drinking like IPAs and like double IPAs. I was like, oh, these taste so good. And then like, you realize how many carbs you're just putting in, just drinking liquid bread.
If you could recommend the keto diet to somebody, what would the criteria be? And if somebody's like on the fence about it, who would you say, nah, it doesn't matter. You don't need
like if you're like a serious jiu-jitsu competitor, maybe like it's not your thing. It's like, you need something else to fuel your training and you get like X amount of training sessions in a day. And like, you don't want to mess with your performance too much. But if you're a jiu-jitsu guy and you feel like you got a few pounds to lose, I think I would recommend it. The other thing is most guys, right? Like when you cut weight for a tournament, what a lot of guys do is cut carbs out, right? Because you retain water, this and that. And like they cut the carbs out and then like, they're slowly becoming fat adapted, but they're not used to it. So you see those guys at the gym just suffering those last like 2-3 weeks when like they're dropping the weight. Meanwhile, if you're fat adapted already, it's gonna be a lot like that transition is gonna be a lot easier.
Okay, interesting.
I think that's my opinion about it.
No, it's like very popular nowadays. It's like,
I started doing it, and then like Tim Ferriss started writing all about it, and then like Mark Sisson came out with like his new book, Primal Endurance, which is a very interesting book. Like the science behind it is fascinating. And then like Joe Rogan got on it, and then everybody's like, "Ooh,
the God said it."
New hotness."
Yeah, it's funny because I talked to my cousin about it. My cousin's in college and he's studying like biology, and he's trying to be like a physical therapist. So young college student that's studying all that stuff, he thinks he's a genius. So I'm like, "Yo, what do you think about the ketogenic diet?" And he's like, he acts like a genius too, like he thinks he's a genius. So I'm like, "What do you think about it?" And all he's doing is like shooting it down and cutting it down. And I mean,
like this is the thing, is like there's more and more research is being done about it, and they're getting results, man. And like the thing is, just try it, give it 30 days. Like worst case scenario, you're gonna lose some weight. If you don't like it, you don't like it, do something else. But for me, it works.
What do you mostly eat? What is most of your diet comprised of right now? Because
about a coffee in the morning.
Okay.
I eat a lot of sardines. Like I used to take a lot of like fish oil. Now I used to eat sardines. My dog loves his sardine juice. Yeah. Sardines and olive oil. So I put like the olive oil on top of his food. He loves it. Cheese. I love like a good Asiago, stuff like that. Some kind of salami. So that'd be a snack. We'll get like a little bit of cheese, a little bit of salami all the day, and then you just like nice.
Can you eat vegetables on the keto diet?
Yeah, you can eat vegetables.
Do you eat vegetables on the keto?
Like I just cook them in fat. Like, so I'll make like,
cheese
Brussels
fat.
sprouts and with bacon, or like broccoli and cheese and stuff like that. And
Topped with ghee.
top with ghee. Yeah, I mean, like, it was really like, like yesterday we grilled 2 steaks, and we had cucumber tomato salad.
Anyway, let's move on from
Nelson's
foods.
diet.
The Nelson diet. Inverted Gear.
Oh, what's up?
What are the new heights on Inverted Gear? You guys just sponsored Polaris.
Yeah, like that was
How did that go? How did
that connection happen?
how did the connection happen?
Well, we sponsored Riley for the Polaris before this one, which I guess was Polaris 2.
Yeah.
When he fought Eddie. Actually, me and Haley were thinking about going to England for a while, and we're like, oh, we might as well just go that week, hang around England, and go watch Riley.
Yeah.
And I told Riley, and Riley's like, hold on. I was like, what? And he gets back to me. He's like, okay, you're in my corner. I got your tickets.
Oh.
I got you like the pass or whatever.
Nice.
So I was like, all right, cool. And then like he's like, oh, actually doing some seminars. You guys want to travel with me? I was like, okay.
Wow.
We had like no plans. So we did like a bunch of Riley seminars, traveling around.
You were his uki.
Yeah, I remember it was like around the time like I injured my knee like 2 weeks before, so it was not pleasant. It was like locking me, like reaping away. I'm like, that does not feel good. But it was cool. It was a really cool experience, and like being backstage was really cool. Got to meet everybody.
Okay.
Got to fighters meeting, whatever. And I had met the tatami guys and
Scramble
guys before. So I met him before, and I was there, and I was like, hey, next time you guys want to get another branding ball, I would love to be a sponsor.
Oh, okay.
And then when the next one came around, I messaged Matt, and I was like, hey, what's up?
What's the deal?
Like, how do we do this? And okay. And so they let me know. It's like, this is how much it's gonna be, and then this is what you get. You get like a commercial. We'll tag in all the publicity stuff. You get your logo out there. I was like, okay, that sounds great.
Yeah, because you guys weren't like a little like baby sponsor. You guys were like a major sponsor of the event.
Big Panda.
Yeah.
Panda sponsor.
Only like it was just you, Tatami, and someone else with a commercial, right?
Well,
like
Rollmore had a commercial.
Rollmore, yeah.
And forget who else, but yeah.
And Tatami had a commercial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the other thing that were in I think the banner was like the lawyers they use.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's pretty cool. And then you didn't go to Polaris 3, right?
No, actually, I had to renew my passport, and I was like, I couldn't renew. I had to renew it. I forget for what trip it was. Because we went to Costa Rica for Kevin's camp.
Yes.
RollingCostaRica.com. Get that in there.
Okay.
Kevin Sheridan, yeah. So we went to Costa Rica, and then because we went to Austria, we went to Costa Rica in March, and then Polaris was like April, I think. And I had to renew my passport, and it wasn't gonna be back in time to do it. And I had to do it because in order to get to Europe, you need 6 months after you land. Needs to be your passport needs to be valid for 6 months after you land.
Huh.
To go into the Schengen area or whatever.
Gotcha.
So when I went to Austria in January, it was fine. But if I went back in April, it would have been no.
Yeah, because it's about to expire.
It's about to expire,
Gotcha.
so I had to get it done, and you had to get done. And I was actually nervous I wasn't gonna get it done in time to go to Greenland, but came through.
Okay, cool. And did you gain what you wanted from sponsoring the event? Did it reap benefits?
I think we did. I think sales have been up this year. I don't know if it was any higher after Polaris, but we definitely we were
I feel like it legitimizes you more, right?
I mean people appreciate that we're supporting somebody in the we're giving back to the community, and I think Polaris is one of the best tournaments out there, along with Eddie Bravo. And then some the smaller regional pay-per-views, and they're doing the right thing,
the fight to wins and stuff like that.
Yeah, the fight to wins, and what's the other one? But yeah, they're doing a great thing. They're putting great matches, great matchups, interesting stuff. And I feel people appreciate that we're doing that, and
for sure, man. And your commercial idea was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Clever.
And did you get a lot of, because you can only pick so many clips.
Yeah,
did you get a lot of entries?
We got some entries that the quality was really bad, and I felt bad we couldn't use it.
Yeah.
But we had to, decisions had to be made.
So if people don't know, you guys basically took a bunch of fan clips of people wearing your gi or rash guard and put it together into one fun clip. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
And I thought that was perfect example of you guys run the company.
Yeah, because we're not the super my brand is not the super hyper competitor. So he's having a training montage of guys drilling arm bars.
Yeah.
It's not us,
Mm-hmm. It's all about fun and training and just doing your thing and and hanging upside down like a panda.
Yep, fighting a tree.
So let's get into that for some people who don't know. How did your company come about? We talked about this last time, but obviously...
the episode that didn't air?
The episode that didn't air.
And what came first? The title of the company or the panda?
The panda. Panda came first. When I was teaching, I was like, I just started teaching. I was like a purple belt. I've been teaching for like a year. And the school used to be called North Plainfield Fight Club. I've since moved from North Plainfield. It's called Maximum Athletics now. And the guys wanted a patch. Wanted a jiu-jitsu patch. At that point, we were like affiliated with Alliance. So we were like rock the Alliance patch. And then they wanted something.
They wanted to rep their instructor.
Rep Nelson kind of thing. And one of my students, Deepa John, came up with the design.
Okay.
He's like, we have found like there's a picture like the panda doing that. We're like, jiu-jitsu panda, like that's cool. And we have been messing around with like panda guard. That's when like people are breaking up your close guard and you slide down and like wrap your legs on arms around somebody's legs.
Okay.
So like some people call it koala guard too. So we were messing around with that, and then like people were like, it's like that's a good idea. So like whatever, we made the shirts. So like Nelson Puentes Jiu-Jitsu, the panda, and we got the shirts done at like a local shop. I mean, like I don't know, 20 shirts or something. And we started going to tournaments, and like people would come up to me and ask me to buy the shirt. I was like, what?
Really?
It's like, I have my name on it.
Me? You want my shirt?
It's like has my name on it, man. I don't even know you. Right? So I was like, it's interesting. And then my students would say, hey, it's like I really like the panda logo, man. It's like, you think you can make geese with this on? And I was like, maybe.
Ding.
So I started looking into it, and like I haven't reading a lot of like business books, and like I never knew what my business was gonna be. I was like, I always thought it was gonna be a school.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. So, but I was like, the factories asked for like 100 gi minimum, and I had, I think, 25 students. So I was like, okay, each of them has to buy 4 gis. No, it's not gonna work.
Not gonna work. Yeah.
Not gonna work. It's not gonna work. No way. So I was like, maybe if I make it a brand. So Bear Imbolo brand was in the running. Bear Imbolo.
BEAR.
Yeah.
Imbolo. And you did make that shirt.
We did make that shirt, and then somebody now makes a gi. We will not talk about them. Bear Imbolo gi floating around there.
And your brand just blossomed. That's what I like about your story. You kind of just like had an idea, and then you had some free time, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was an interesting time, 2012, because a lot of like the newer there's like 150 brands now. Back then, it wasn't like that, you know. It was like the Brazilian brands. It was like Keto, 4 or 5 US brands, and then the European guys, and like that was it. And then a lot of the jiu-jitsu market, even like I remember Worlds in 2011, like I threw the shirt away. It was I don't wear. It was like black and silver. It looked like a tap out shirt, like an affliction shirt. I was like, why did you do this? Like, you know, everybody was going like that tough guy route.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I see.
Everybody, right?
So you went the opposite.
I went the complete opposite. And like people were like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like my thing for a long time is like, dude, like most jiu-jitsu guys look like accountants.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't look tough.
Not everybody looks like Randy Couture.
No. Not everybody looks like Rodolfo, you know?
And then your brand blossomed. How long did it take you to start, like where you crossed over from like, you know, being a business that's trying to stay afloat to a business that actually made it?
Like the first year was tough because like I started the company with my life savings, which was like $4,000. And then like, you know, I had to take pre-orders at the beginning to like, you know, make stuff happen.
Sure.
And like, you know, once we sold, like we ordered 100 gis, ship 100 gis out, and then like order another 100 gis. And like at that point we're like shipping it by planes. It was like a shorter turnaround, like, you know, a week to ship instead of like a month and change. And then it's always like customs. Yeah. And then there's customs. So then like, you know, when we started doing by boat, it's like, you know, you send the money out and then you don't see the product or anything for 6 weeks. So it was tough to get like enough cash flow to make that happen. So like, you know, when I started the company, I had 2 jobs, and like pretty much all the money I made was going back to the company. Yeah. And then I remember like the first year, the only money I took out was to buy Steve, who was the guy that designed the logo and like helped me do like the early mock-ups for the gis, buy a laptop for him because he was doing like all the graphic works and this really old laptop. And I was like, dude, Steve, like factory needs this. Can you help me out? He's like, yeah. And then like I call him like half an hour later. He's like, dude, were you able to do it? He's like, hold on, it's rendering. I was like, what do you mean it's rendering?
He had an old rendering. He had an old IBM laptop.
Yeah. Wow. So we went to like Best Buy. Picked up a laptop.
Nice. Circuit City.
Yeah, like seriously, like, you know, the first year was like just putting it in instead of like, you know, everybody thinks like, oh, I made it.
It's hard because not everybody knows what it takes to be an entrepreneur and start a business. Did you ever feel like, man, maybe I should not do this? Maybe I should stop?
Oh, I still feel like it today. No, but it's definitely tough. And because like, when I ordered the first 100 geese, I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna. When I ordered the first 100 geese, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to sell this. And I remember like my parents were very supportive, but like I remember my dad was like scared that I was gonna lose all my money, that I wasn't gonna be able to.
Nechito, where you're supposed to go to coleja. How do you say college in Spanish?
La universidad. Dude, don't bring that topic up, man. My mom hasn't let it go yet. My mom hasn't let it go. Like I dropped out of college. I'm like 10 degrees short of a degree. Yeah. And like my mom is like
pain.
Yeah. Every chance she gets, she brings it up.
Your mom's the type that you can make $1 billion doing something else, but you don't have a bachelor's degree.
Exactly. Because if you start something, you have to finish it. That's her thing.
So you only pass the guard once. You only get to the mount once. If you get bumped off, you're a failure.
Yep.
You faced a lot of adversity in the beginning, right?
Yes.
And then you just kept going, and now the business is doing well. And
business doing well is like my full-time job, if you call it full-time, and Hillary's full-time job. So like sustains the household, pays the rent. We get to take cool trips.
Feeds the dog.
Feeds Tyson, yes.
And how? Actually, there's a question that I had. Where do you get most of your sales from? What country?
I mean, mainly we're like U.S. based, so we get like most of our sales come out of the U.S.
I would assume you, and I don't want to, but I would assume you get a lot of Asia sales.
South Korea, we're huge.
South Korea,
we have a South Korean distributor. He orders a lot of geese.
Yeah,
etc. Seoul.
Because they love pandas.
They do love pandas. So we're visiting in October, so I'm excited.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you have to be prepared with when you go there? Do you have to be prepared for anything different than like if you go to like Europe or?
I have no idea. I don't think so. I mean, it's gonna be my first time in Asia. We're going to Japan, Korea, and Guam.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fun trip.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. It's like I always wanted to go to Japan, so finally making it happen.
Are you gonna set up seminars? Do people want to learn from you?
Maybe if anybody wants to learn from me, let me know. But like, I'm being a tourist and trying to push some business.
How much are you pushing like seminars? Do you push seminars? Are you one of those guys that's like?
Nah, not much, man. Like I ask around, like if people want to do it, I'll do it. Like I remember, like last time I went to Chile, kind of asked around, and like people were like, "Oh, we can't do it, we can't do it." I was like, "Fine, like I'm gonna train anyway." So I went to a few schools and taught free seminars. It was pretty cool.
And you're from Chile?
I am from Chile. See,
nice.
Damn. Motherland.
The motherland. I'm going back in December. Because last time we went, it was in August. So I took Hillary out. Hillary loves the summer. Hillary's my wife, for those that don't know.
She's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
She's a black belt.
And a world champion.
And a world champion. Yeah. When my mom introduces us, she makes that point. She's like, Hillary's a world champion. Nacho is not.
And this is my son.
Yeah, the not world champion. So Hillary loves the summer, and last year she's very patient. I took her to like a very rainy winter in Chile for like 2 weeks. So this year we're going in the summer.
Nice.
And my family has a cherry farm, so it's gonna be cherry season. Oof. So I'm gonna overdose in cherries.
Are you a national hero in Chile yet?
No, I'm actually. We're trying to sponsor a tournament. We just started working. I think the store's name is Bon Treino, and we're gonna sponsor a few tournaments. They're trying to set up a tournament in Punta Arenas, which is the very tip of Chile.
Okay.
So it's gonna be the southernmost tournament ever. El Torneo Más Austral, the southernmost tournament, which is pretty cool. It's like after that is like Antarctica. There's like nothing else down there.
Cool. How's the weather in Chile? Because it's very long.
It's very long, so you get different types of weather because it's such a long country. And the north you have desert, the Atacama Desert, El Desierto de Atacama, which is like the driest desert on earth. And like, doesn't rain for years, which is crazy. And then when it does rain, it flowers, which is pretty crazy as well. And then you have the south, it's like more rainy and whatnot, but like, you get like a nice range.
How in the world did somebody claim this long strip of land called Chile? Don't they border like 18,000 countries?
Well, this is like the story goes that the Incas, when like they were getting, fighting with Spain and the whole thing, and they got conquered, they lied to the Spanish. They're like, oh, it's like, if you think we have gold, if you go to Chile in the south, they have even more gold, which was a lie. They just want them to die because it's very hard. If you go from Peru to Chile, you have to go to the desert, or you have to go up the mountain through the Andes, through like the mountain range.
Okay.
So you either a lot of the Spanish either die crossing the desert, or they would freeze to death trying to cross the Andes back then. So that was like the Incan revenge, and then that's how Chile got settled.
Interesting.
That and like they have the natives were very like, especially in the south, the Mapuche were very warlike, and it took a long time for them to be beaten down by Spain.
Okay. And how is Chile doing as a country? Are they?
They have it's very well developed country by South America standards. They have a very strong economy.
Okay.
The government owns a lot of the copper mines in the country, and the copper price has been very high for years. So the country's doing well.
Nice.
Yeah. It's very nice to visit. I would recommend it if you're in South America. Seafood is delicious and cheap, which I love.
I knew a kid growing up. His family was from Chile, and they were the biggest soccer fans.
Yes, actually, the Chilean national team has been doing very well recently. They did very well at the last World Cup. They won Copa America last year, and they just made it to the quarterfinals in this year's Copa America.
Nice.
Actually, I saw the Panama game with my dad on what was it? Tuesday?
Week. Yeah.
It was this week, Tuesday. They actually played at like the Lincoln in Philly, the Eagle Stadium.
And did they win?
Yeah, they won 4-2.
That's awesome.
It was cool. It was like the first time I saw them live, so it was cool.
Do you go to soccer games often?
No, I like the only time I watch soccer is like I'm like a fair weather fan, like the World Cup or Copa America or something.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like the truth is like I never watch sports outside of Jiu-Jitsu or Magic the Gathering. So that's the two things I will watch.
Sports.
Hey.
Soccer is hard to watch because there's so many games on all the time.
I'm not a big soccer fan.
It's a world sport.
I know. Like I follow the national team in Chile, so I know. I have a pretty good idea who's in the team, and then I know like some of those guys play in Europe or whatever, and then like I see Arsenal play. I'm like, Alexis Sanchez plays there.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
I have a theory about bandwagon hopping. There's a difference between bandwagon hopping and just being a fan of a team. Like if you become a fan of a team or a person because you're inspired by their performance, and then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna follow them from now on. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're a fan of a new team or like a new athlete, like a jiu-jitsu guy or an MMA guy, because everybody else is and they're like making a splash in social media, then you're a bandwagon hopper.
I mean, I don't know. Like sports fans get tough. I mean, it's funny. Like especially during football season, like I feel like that's everyone when people talk on Facebook, and like especially like in our area, you have like the Giants fans, and then you have the Eagle fans, and then like you have random New Jersey guys that like huge Cowboys fans. Yeah, it's like, dude, you live 5 minutes from Giants Stadium. Yeah. What are you doing?
Be a Giants fan.
What are you doing?
Let's relax. That they said
it's like you see them once a year, bro. That's all you get.
Nice, man. So what's next for Inverted Gear? Do you guys have it? Are you looking to go in any other direction besides jiu-jitsu equipment or?
No, jiu-jitsu equipment. I mean, we're trying to make kurtkes, Sambo uniforms.
Okay.
Actually, we made like Riley designed some shorts, which he originally wore at Polaris.
Yes.
And then we have made them different colors now, and they're like available in red, blue, which they're like the Sambo uniform colors. So a lot of Sambo guys wear like our shorts and use like a plain kurtka and compete like rocking the pandas, which is very cool.
Dope, man.
Yeah, like Sambo tournaments are fun. I definitely want to do. I did like a small one doing like one of Riley's seminars, and I definitely want to do another one, like a bigger one. But this year, like all the big tournaments happen at the same time as like a Globetrotter camp I had to commit it to already. So next year I gotta be more careful with my schedule.
How are Sambo tournament rules exactly? Like, what is the goal? I know you can win by submission, but what is the main goal? Because I never really studied Sambo.
Main goal is you like what's the score? 8. You score 8 points, right? If you score 8 points, it's like total victory. Like it's over.
Okay.
So you score points by throws and pins.
Okay.
And then you can only get so many pin points. So after you have gotten all your pin points, the ref will let you try to work a submission.
How do you pin?
You just hold somebody on their back for X amount of time.
Like wrestling.
Like wrestling. Or like judo. Same as judo. Like, judo is like 20 seconds or whatever. I forget now.
And that could be a side mount.
Yeah. And even like unlike judo, like if you half guard, you're getting pinned. And there's no close guard allowed. They might have changed that recently. I gotta like get a refresher on the rules. This is like Riley's pet peeve that like nobody knows Sambo rules.
Well, that's why we're here. That's why I want to know.
Yeah, like because like it is one of the main grappling sports, and like I mean, like if you watch. Like not enough people watch Sambo. Is that there's so many fun matches, and like you guys been doing awesome with like the what is this Sambo Sunday?
Yeah, Sambo Sunday.
I look forward to it every week, man. I'm telling you.
Courtesy of Riley.
He's the Sambo curator.
Yes, he is our inside man.
He has to put that on a business card.
Yeah, the inside. He's actually the one who gave the idea. He's like, hey man, here's a clip. Do you like Sambo? Now you do. Start making Sambo Sunday. I'll keep feeding you.
That sounds very, very Riley-like.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yes, sir. Sure. Yes. Okay. But no, Sambo's cool. And what I like about like watching Sambo clips and matches is they're like direct. They go right for it.
Yeah, because you only just like judo, you get only so much time to work on the bottom. The funny thing about sports Sambo, like it still freaks me out a little bit. Like I'm not used to it. Is no chokes. So like whenever somebody turtles, like first thing that comes to my head is like I'm gonna choke this dude.
Yeah.
Now I can't. I'm like shit.
Damn.
Let me jump on an ankle.
That makes so much sense. That's why they only go for legs and
that
arms.
and like lots of reap central, and everybody walks away. It's amazing. It's almost like you can do it.
So do you
even like little kids, like Riley has like a gif for like a kid doing like an ankle lock. He's like, meanwhile in kids Sambo class, he's like, he just throws like this giant reap over and like gets a tap, and then the kid is like, okay, gets up and walks away. Right?
Nice.
In a jiu-jitsu tournament, like, oh no, his heart's gonna stop.
Parents crying.
Yeah.
Do you follow a lot of Sambo to make a good to have a good opinion on it?
I have been to like I've been following like Riley's tournaments this year, and like whenever there's like a big tournament, like usually Riley makes a highlight, so that he does the work for me because like what's it called, Sambo Vision or whatever the name of the YouTube channel is. Okay, I'm subscribed to it, but then like they'll post like 5-hour long tournaments, so like I'll jump through it and like I'll go through some things. I was writing an article about it, and I was asking like Riley's like, okay, if you want to like if you want more jiu-jitsu guys to watch Sambo, is like which guys should we like look up and stuff, and like he was sending me a cool list.
Well, Sambo's pride and joy is gonna fight soon. Fedor.
How old is Fedor now?
He's 39, I believe.
I don't know, man. Like his style, he can definitely.
What I like about Fedor is he took like 3 years off.
Which
that's good. That's good, man.
Fedor has been like playing. Fedor's been playing by his own rules for a long time, so I'm sure he's either gonna knock him out or armbar him.
Yeah,
but he does have that armbar.
Oh, he's the original king of the armbar.
He's the original,
in my opinion.
Yes,
yeah. Not Ronda Rousey, and she's great.
And then what's the Brazilian guy, the arm collector? Oh, what's his name? Like he has like 15 arm bars in MMA. I forget his name. He's like a welterweight. How do we not know this? Yeah, he's a welterweight or middleweight.
We know it. We just don't remember.
He's like Thiago something, I think.
Look that up, Marcos. But I was gonna say, Fedor was really successful in Sambo tournaments, right? Didn't he win like the Sambo World?
Yeah, he's like a no, not 1 year, dude. Like multiple.
So he's like legit.
No,
Sambo,
like legit,
like national hero.
People will get out of his division because they knew if they went in that division they're gonna lose.
Damn. So he's the equivalent of like
Hodger
Fabricio Verdum.
Like a Hodger.
Well, Hodger didn't reach the epitome of MMA.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But I'm saying like by Sambo standards.
Okay. Damn, man, I'm excited to watch Fedor because I like that he took a couple years off as an older guy. And
hey, man, like I remember like Pride Days. Giva Santana is the arm collector.
Okay,
that's the name. I was like, is it Thiago or starts with a G, something like that? But yeah, Giva Santana.
Yeah. I've been watching catching up on a lot of Pride, specifically Fedor matches in anticipation.
You mean catching up? You're rewatching them, or you're watching them for the first time?
Let me go over that. Rewatching everything and watching anything that I missed.
Okay,
because there's a bunch of little fights out there that you don't know this guy's name. You're like, let me watch it. This dude was an animal. He was one of the most, I don't even know how to
like this is the thing, is like at that time he was one of the few guys that like actually had put it together. Like he knew how to strike and he knew how to grapple and how to do both simultaneously. Yeah. You know, so he had good takedowns, he had good submissions, and he had decent enough striking.
Yeah, and very good defense,
and very good defense, and like he like Kevin Randleman fight, like he gets like launched into there and like dropped on his head. Like I thought he died when I saw that the first time.
He almost died.
And then he comes out on arm bars.
And then he reversed the side mount position and then just Like that.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Kevin Randleman's jiu-jitsu obviously wasn't that good.
Yeah, but
the
like-
fact that he reversed Kevin Randleman.
Yeah, reversing a wrestler.
Yeah.
The specimen, especially somebody that strong, is not easy. And the other thing I loved about him is that he always looked out of shape. He was amazing.
Yeah.
He always had the belly.
I couldn't relate to that.
Like, well, it was like in Pride, is like some of those fighters were like the best fighters modern science could bring forward.
Yeah. There was a lot of specimens, a lot of
Hamburger helper.
oh, that's what it was?
The hamburger helper. That's what it was.
European-
The Japanese hamburger helper.
Yeah.
Oof.
No, but Fedor was in my opinion, one of the king of the armbar, king of timing.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't as much of a counter puncher as he was like an accurate, good timing puncher. And like you said, very, very good at combining to like GSP.
Yeah.
He was GSP before GSP was.
Yeah.
And
that's
he
a good
would
point.
smother a lot of people.
He was very adamant in destruction.
Oh man.
He had
dude.
one agenda.
Dude, some of those fights, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
I hope he still has that sweater.
The infamous Fedor sweater that pops up in every 3 pictures.
Somebody was making that rash guard for a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still around.
Was it 93, Brian?
I don't know if it was 93 brand or not. I'll ask.
Yeah. Are you a big fan of MMA or not so much?
Yeah, I watch a lot of MMA. It's funny, like I converted my dad. My dad is really into it now.
Okay.
Like, he was like a old school boxing guy.
Yeah.
But now he doesn't like boxing anymore. He likes MMA.
Why is that?
He likes the takedowns. Like my dad is been very supportive of my grappling. He went to like all my high school wrestling matches, and
Nice.
like we watch like, I would watch a lot of wrestling. He would like watch it with me, like NCAA finals and stuff like that.
Okay.
So he's very knowledgeable about his wrestling now, like wrestling and like grappling in general.
So does he like
And
it?
like when like people do, like I've shown him like, oh, it's like, you see how that guy got out of that rear naked choke? It's like he put his hand here instead of the hand here. And then like now he sees that, he's like, oh, that guy's doing the rear naked wrong. I was like, yeah, Dad, tell
Man.
him, tell him, Horatio.
So does he like the Daniel Cormier's, like the guy?
Yeah, he likes John Jones a lot.
Okay.
John Jones is one of the guys he likes.
He likes Dan Hendo.
He does like
My
Hendo.
boy Dan Hendo.
He likes Machida. He likes that, like that elusive style.
Yeah.
He likes as much as he enjoys submissions. I think he's really fan of like big knockouts.
Who isn't, man?
He
At the end of the day.
loves when people get starched. He's like, oh, like, sometimes like, I'll like especially like the cars are on Fox for free.
Yeah.
He'll see him and he's just texting me updates like nonstop. I'm like, dude, like I want to watch it later.
Mitchell, this guy just won.
Yeah. So usually when there's like a big car he's excited about, I'll make a point to drive up to New Jersey, watch it with him.
Nice. That's cool, man.
Some bonding with my papa.
With
Yeah.
Papa. Any new things happening with Inverted Gear?
We
Any
got
new products coming out?
Ooh, we actually, I think this is a good time to talk about it because we're only like a week away from the shipment landing. So a new show the art inverted gear collaboration. What's the code name for it, guys? No,
It's silent mode right now.
The silent mode. What happened
Yeah.
with stealth? I thought stealth was gonna be it.
We gotta see it.
We gotta
see
look
it.
at it.
Yeah, we gotta look
oh,
at it.
Okay, they have to look at it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be we can say it's a black key.
It is a black key, yes.
It's a
correct.
black key.
We could say that.
And
It's a darkie. Yeah.
it's a dark key. I think it came out awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. The Panda CS, which was like our crowdsourcing project we did a few years ago.
Which was
now.
my favorite gi.
Yeah, it's like a
I haven't
bamboo
seen you
cotton.
wear it in a while.
It's a bamboo cotton blend, and it's like it feels like wearing a sweater sometimes.
Yeah.
It's so like
comfy.
light. It's comfy. It's a comfy gi. And the number one request we had was like, how come you didn't make it in white? I was like, well, you guys voted for it on bleach.
Yeah.
So. But we get emails about it all the time when it's coming back, and if we can like or when it was out, it was like everybody would ask, hey, can you make this in white? Can you make this in white?
Yeah.
So I've seriously have like over 200 requests to either bring it back or make it in white. So we're bringing it back.
White gi with the
2.0.
purple.
White gi with the purple.
Oh,
And
lovely.
Hillary was wearing it yesterday. Got some compliments.
Nice.
It's an awesome gi.
I liked how the unbleached looked because I've seen a couple of other unbleached
They
gis.
look dirty.
They look dirty. It looks
Yeah.
like you're wearing khakis.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but yours was a subtle unbleachedness.
And then that was like, man, like that was a trying time for the company. I mean,
Yeah.
we had like a bad batch, and
Ooh.
out of the 400 gis, like about 50 bled purple,
Yeah, I remember that.
and like it was a mess. So everybody got either refunded or we like send them a replacement. So we took care of it, but like people online were like, don't buy inverted gear, the gis bleed. I was like, dude.
Yeah.
First of all, you have never bought anything from me.
Yeah.
And second of all, it's like everybody that like had an issue like got taken care of.
Yeah.
But
Go ask them if they're going to buy inverted gear
yeah,
again.
yeah, exactly.
But
But we got through it, and like I think enough time has gone by. Like people have forgotten about it, and
I completely forgot about it until you mentioned it.
Move forward with this new batch.
Yeah. No, I mean accidents happen, and as long as you correct the wrongs.
Yeah, I mean, like just like jiu-jitsu, man. You're gonna mess up. You're
Yeah.
gonna do something, get mounted.
Yeah.
But
And if you
Boom.
tried to cover it up or act like it wasn't your fault, then you would have got really axed.
then
for it.
we got encroached choked by the community.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But no, honestly, it's one of my favorite gis. And Marcos just said he hasn't seen me wear it in a while.
No, you
because I
haven't.
don't like wearing it. Every time I wear it, somebody bleeds on it, so I just leave it at home.
You say okay.
Somebody's always what?
You're right. You're right.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
How many times? Every time I wear like a white gi or like a
Stop throwing elbows, Abe.
yo dog,
Yeah, dude.
yo,
So I passed the guard.
yo. Listen, man, I was wearing an inverted gear gi yesterday. What were you wearing in class yesterday?
I didn't partake in class yesterday.
Yeah.
I think he's like I was wearing shorts.
Yeah, it's no gi. Yikes. I'm out.
But yeah, so the show the art gi's coming out.
Show that gi is coming out, and it's gonna be awesome.
And how can people buy that gi?
InvertedGear.com, and then are you guys gonna you guys are getting part of the shipment. I don't know how you guys are you gonna list it, or is that for your academy?
I think it's just we're gonna just sell to our academy.
Okay, so these guys are if we sell out, you gotta hunt down these two guys because they're gonna have the last reserve.
We'll put a
Yeah.
couple on eBay.
But
for like
yeah,
$300.
what we've been doing lately, and it's been working out very well. Is the first part of the batch gets released on BGHQ, so it will be up on BGHQ first, and then a week after it'll be available on our site.
Yeah.
And if you miss a BGHQ sale, we'd hang out for a week and it'll be available.
And that's nice.
When we make quite a few, so it shouldn't be an issue. People get their sizes.
I know a couple times people were complaining, "Oh, their gi just came out and it was on their website, then it was on BGHQ a week later." And, listen, man, if you're getting a deal, don't complain about a deal.
Yeah,
Relax.
I mean, like we did like
Holy crap!
like
man.
now, like you do get a lot of those emails. So like now, that's why we do it this way. And like people have nothing to complain about. People complain that they missed the sale, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's your fault.
It's like, come on, man, you gotta be quick with it.
You got to be quick on the trigger of the mouse click. So we won't reveal anything further than it's a black gi, which is what people were asking us for.
Yeah.
All of our students, all the people we
And
talked to wanted.
And like always, like I don't believe in like limited releases and like being super secretive, super exclusive
what are you
kind
trying
of
to say?
thing. That if if this sells well and like sells out fast, we'll make another batch and like so
like
so
the last one did.
Yeah, like so. Well, the last one.
It's sold on BGHQ.
Yes, but then like it was on the website for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
But like even
I'm sorry. That's my fault.
even then, like we can, because I asked you guys if you guys wanted to make that gi again. You're like, no. It's like we got the secret sauce we've been thinking about.
See, we figured
So this is on you.
that's my fault. My bad.
Hillary's doing the email as we record this, and people are asking about it
Right now,
right
live?
this second live.
This is not even live. How are they?
Woo!
This is a time paradox happening right now.
Holy crap! I'm in the
Interstellar.
twilight zone. But no, we're excited about it. It'll be cool. It'll be exciting, and we like working with you because you guys are awesome, and you guys supported us since the beginning, even when we
man.
didn't have anything.
Hillary's a world champ.
We like to work with world champions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you have any cool? What I like is that you guys don't do limited releases, but you do update things. Like your gi will update itself. So,
Yeah. So the main line you would call like the panda. You call it the panda gi because we're not very original, I guess. And like for a while, I was thinking about like naming the gis after like famous like zoo pandas, like
Okay.
Shen from San Diego and like stuff like that. I was like, that's too deep. We got too deep.
Yeah, because people won't get it.
People won't get it.
won't get
People is like, what the hell are you doing? No, but Panda 1, it was like the original gi got updated to Panda 2.0, and now we sold that for 2 years, and like we wanted to like make some adjustments to it. So Panda 3.0 is gonna be released later in the year. We made more Riley shorts, and we're working on spats. I'm working on it.
How about rash guards? Any new design rash guards?
We do. We put what did we put? The flying armbar.
The panda flying armbar
Panda
from
flying,
the shirt.
Yeah, from the shirt got
cool.
turned into a rash guard, and
Nice.
that's actually I think landing today.
Oh,
So it should be up on the website next week.
nice.
Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome, my friend. That's why we're here. Is it gray? Or
Gray,
no spoiler?
gray and black, and like the side panels are black. The body of the shirt is gray. It's a long sleeve
Oh,
shirt.
nice.
It's not ranked though. It's just one color.
One color, yeah.
That's the best one.
I don't think you need rank flying armbar rash guards.
It would be pretty cool.
I really like how our rank rash guards were designed. like that solid stripe going around.
Yeah, no, that was
and then the purple, and like
Yeah.
I really like that, so I think we're gonna keep that, and like people seem to like it because at one point everybody was doing like the solid color in the body, and then like just the sleeves different color.
Yeah.
Like because for a while everybody thought was like that was the IBJJF approved thing to do, and then that's what factories would tell you, even though they don't know, they never competed in a tournament, so they don't really know. And so we like broke the mold a little bit, and it worked out, and like people like it, and like I see them all over the place, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Your brand is blowing up. Are you gonna bring back that camo one?
Oh, the camo is always in the store.
That was dope.
It's still in the store.
Okay.
We like every time we ordered rash cars, we ordered a few of those.
Okay.
I remember that was a funny project.
Yeah.
I was like, Hillary, we need panda camo. She's like, I don't even know
What that
what
means.
you're saying to me. It's like you think you're speaking English, but you're not speaking English.
You know what you should do? Do another panda camo, but have a bunch of like little Where's Waldos in there.
Oh,
But it's a picture of your face.
Where's Nelson?
Where's Nacho?
Where's Nacho?
Find Nacho.
There's just one on the rash guard. You got to find it. It could be like one of those like it'll turn into an online cult on Reddit and stuff like that.
Fine Nacho.
Find Nacho.
And it'll be different on every single rash guard.
Yeah, you guys gotta get your Reddit game up. You guys not partaking in the community.
I don't even know what a Reddit is, honestly.
Word.
I've never been
man.
on there.
Is it pretty fun? Like it's one of the forum. I guess you could call it a forum, but the BJJ community there is very active, and it's like a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got a couple of our students that are always sending us like screenshots. Like, hey, look at this guy. He's talking about you. Or hey, this guy's he's slandering you.
He's slandering you.
Yeah.
Oh, slandering Abe or show the art.
Likely Abe.
Probably,
Likely Abe.
yeah.
Abe, that is some shady shit.
Dude, sometimes I just talk and I don't think before I speak. And
No, but dude, like I'm really happy how first of all, how many podcasts you guys are putting out? It's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
and like
nice.
I really enjoy it. Like I was messing around with you. I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like your business model is just talking to my friends.
yeah,
But it's very cool, and like it's funny. It was like you talk about me all the time. It's like you know Nelson. I know Nelson. We boys.
listen, man, you're that name drop that I could use. That you're as close to celebrity.
Yeah, it
as
was like, I
so-
know Nelson. He was a blue belt.
Yeah.
She's like, shit. We go since his way back.
So so I was talking to my friend Nelson. He owns a gi company. No big deal, but that's what I use all the time to gain some legitimacy. And,
I got it. I approve.
And he's married to a world champion, so that helps. And
Oh man.
I guess we can get the training now. And
Get the training.
once again, man, thanks a lot. Tell people how they can buy your gis and where they can follow you. Obviously, besides Reddit.
Inverted Gear Nelson on Instagram. InvertedGear.com is the website. We do have a blog, and we've been posting 2 blog posts a week. Matt Curley, Marshall Carper write for us. I write a blog every week, and it's been getting somewhat of a good response. And like people tell me they like it.
Yeah.
I think the last one I wrote is about like chess strategy, like basic chess strategy for BJJ. That's going up today, and hopefully you guys like it. If you find it interesting, let me know. I try to write like at least once a week, and it's been
I definitely
pretty cool.
noticed how more clearly you've been writing because of this keto diet.
Yes, yes.
I see
it's
the
like,
reason why.
It's like the weeks I have bread, you're like, oh, Nelson cheated this week. Nelson had some bread. It's like, look at his run-on sentence.
Nelson, there's a lot of errors in your.
It's like, give me some kumas, man.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for coming on. I'm glad we can do this with you, and let's get some training in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bam.
Peace.